The trailer for Outer Banks Season 5 just dropped, and there's one question everyone's asking: is JJ alive? Fans have been on the edge of their seats after the shocking events of last season, and now, as the trailer reveals even more twists, the stakes have never been higher. With new threats, mystery, and danger looming, JJ's return has become the biggest talking point. Let's dive into the trailer and see what clues we can find about his fate, plus everything else we can expect from this highly anticipated season. The Outer Banks Season 5 trailer opens with an intense scene that sets the tone for the entire season. We're back in the heart of the OBX, and it's clear that things have escalated. The camera zooms in on John B., Sarah, and the gang, and we get our first look at the intense conflict that's about to unfold. But something is off. There's a darkness creeping into their world, something more dangerous than ever before. The familiar island backdrop isn't just a paradise anymore. It's a battleground. In the opening moments, we see John B. and Sarah standing together, but there's tension in their faces. They look worried, and it's clear that they're facing something they can't quite control. The camera lingers on them for a moment, showing the weight of their past struggles and hinting at the new challenges they will have to face. A voiceover cuts through the silence, hinting at a new mystery. It's not just treasure anymore. This line suggests that the stakes have shifted. It's no longer just about finding gold or running from the law. The trailer teases that the group will face something much bigger, something more dangerous. The question is, what exactly are they running from now? The next key moment in the trailer hits like a punch. We see Pope, a character who's always been a bit of a moral compass, standing alone in the middle of what appears to be an underground cavern. There's a moment of suspense as he looks around, his eyes scanning the shadows. The music builds up in the background, heightening the tension. Then, a figure emerges from the darkness, and for a split second, it almost feels like Pope's about to be taken by whatever or whoever lurks there. But instead of a fight or flight moment, the trailer cuts to a flash of bright lights, an explosion, a new villain. We don't know yet, but this moment is enough to make us question who the real enemy is this season. Moving on, the trailer doesn't let up. We're introduced to a new, unfamiliar face, an unknown antagonist who seems like they've come to claim the OBX as their own. In a quick but important shot, this character is shown standing over a map of the island, with a smug smile on their face. What is their plan? Are they here for the treasure? Or do they have a more personal vendetta against the Pogues? Whatever their goal is, we can't help but wonder if this mysterious figure has ties to JJ's past. Could this be the person responsible for his disappearance? And then there's that moment, the one that has everyone buzzing. The trailer shows a split-second shot of JJ's signature blonde hair peeking from behind a wall. Is it a flashback? Is JJ back from wherever he's been? The fans are going wild, and it seems like the show is purposefully giving us just enough to tease us. We get another brief glimpse of JJ looking as if he's in some sort of perilous situation, but it's impossible to tell for sure what's going on. Is he in trouble, or is he hiding something? The trailer leaves us with so many questions, but no solid answers. What we do know, though, is that JJ's return is going to be a huge part of Season 5, whether he's been captured, injured, or hiding from something bigger. It's clear his fate is tied to the danger that's sweeping through the OBX. There's a lot at stake here. And it seems like this season will answer the questions fans have been asking ever since JJ's disappearance at the end of Season 4. But the mystery only deepens as the trailer progresses. Asterisk, the most electrifying question on every Outer Banks fan's mind is JJ really coming back? The trailer teases his potential return, and while it's all speculation right now, there's enough to build a compelling theory. Let's unpack what we know and what we can guess. Because when it comes to Outer Banks, nothing is ever quite as it seems. Let's go back to the end of Season 4. JJ's fate was left uncertain, and the suspense around his disappearance had fans questioning whether he was alive or gone for good. But Season 5 might just bring him back in a way no one expects. The trailer gives us a glimpse of a person who might just be JJ, but it's hidden in the shadows. It's a quick flash of blonde hair and a silhouette, but it's enough to make our hearts race. Could this be the long-awaited return of JJ, or is it simply a red herring designed to keep us guessing? Looking closer at the details in the trailer, we notice a few hints that suggest JJ might not just be returning from some random event. There's one scene where we see the group looking more scattered and distant than usual. The intensity of their expression says it all. They've been through a lot. They're not the same carefree crew they once were. Could JJ's absence be a turning point in this dynamic? And if he returns, could it be because he has unfinished business, or is he coming back for something bigger than just the treasure? Perhaps his return will shake the very core of the group, challenging their trust in each other and throwing them into new, uncharted territory. Another piece of the puzzle comes from the mysterious antagonist we briefly glimpse in the trailer. This new villain doesn't seem to care about treasure or gold. They seem to have a personal agenda. Could this person have played a role in JJ's disappearance? The trailer drops little breadcrumbs that hint this character may have a history with the Pogues, but could their connection to JJ be deeper? If JJ's return is linked to them, it could lead to a massive confrontation that forces everyone to confront their past choices. Perhaps JJ was left behind to protect the group, or maybe he's been in hiding, waiting for the right moment to come back and help them face this new enemy. Let's also look at the cryptic shot of JJ we get in the trailer. We don't get a clear look at him, but the context is significant. It's not just the fact that we see him, it's how the camera frames the moment. He's positioned almost like a hero in the shadows, waiting for the right time to reveal himself. This framing suggests that JJ's return won't be a simple re-entry into the group. It might be a dramatic and heroic return, one that saves the day in a way only JJ could. Fans have long speculated about his potential for growth, and his return could symbolize a pivotal moment for his character. Maybe he's more than just the fun-loving, reckless guy we know and love. Perhaps Season 5 will show us a more evolved JJ, someone who's had to fight through something difficult and come out stronger on the other side. What's clear is that Jay's return will not be just about him picking up where he left off. His journey is going to be one of the most emotionally charged and high-stakes arcs this season. Will he be the same person, or will the events we've yet to see have altered him forever? Could JJ be the key to unlocking the mysteries of the new threats the group faces, or will his comeback add even more tension to the already dangerous situations ahead? For now, we're left with just enough to fuel our theories, but not enough to confirm anything. Fans have been vocal about their desire to see JJ back in action, and it seems like the show is giving us exactly that, but in a way that will leave us questioning everything. Will he return to save the Pogues? Or will his reappearance stir up even more chaos than before? We'll have to wait and see, but if the trailer is any indication, JJ's return is going to be one of the most explosive parts of Outer Banks Season 5. There's a lot more to this mystery than meets the eye, and fans are more than ready for the answers. As much as Outer Banks is about the friendships and adventures of the Pogues, Season 5 is shaping up to be a battle for survival against more than just the harsh elements of the island. The trailer introduces a new villain, a character whose presence casts a dark shadow over the already dangerous OBX. This new threat feels different from the previous antagonists. They aren't just after treasure, they seem to have a much more personal and sinister motive. But who are they, and what exactly do they want? One of the most chilling moments in the trailer comes when we see this new antagonist standing over a map of the island. The way they study the map with such intensity shows that this isn't just about finding gold or some lost artifact. This person is thinking much bigger. The question on every fan's mind is, what are they planning? From the looks of it, this new villain isn't just a treasure hunter. They might be someone with a deep connection to the island and its secrets. There's a sense of control and power that comes across when the villain is first introduced. It's almost as if they're sizing up the entire OBX like a predator eyeing its prey. This new villain's connection to the Pogues is still unclear, but we can't help but wonder, could they have a history with the group? Maybe they're not just after treasure, but are linked to the problems the Pogues have faced in previous seasons. The way the villain interacts with the island suggests they may have a deeper knowledge of its hidden corners, perhaps more than even the Pogues themselves. This might be a character who's been pulling strings in the background, unseen by the group until now. In a pivotal moment, the trailer shows the antagonist confronting the group. The camera lingers on each character's face, showing a mix of shock, confusion, and fear. The tension is palpable. But what's most telling is the way the group responds to the threat. They don't seem as confident and carefree as they once were. There's a weight to their actions, a recognition that this season, they might not be able to handle things the same way they did before. Is this villain the one that will push them to their breaking point? Even more intriguing is the possibility that the villain's actions could be linked to the mystery surrounding JJ's disappearance. What if the reason JJ is missing is because this antagonist has taken a personal interest in him? Perhaps JJ has something they need, or maybe he's become a pawn in a larger game. The possibility of JJ's involvement with this new villain opens up a world of speculation, and the trailer hints that whatever happens, this is going to be a battle like no other. But the threats don't end with just one villain. Throughout the trailer, we see hints of a much larger conflict brewing, one that involves more than just the Pogues. The OBX is changing, and it's clear that the characters are caught in the crossfire of something much bigger than they could have ever imagined. What started as a simple quest for treasure has evolved into a fight for survival, with old friends and new enemies both coming into play. As we continue to dive deeper into the trailer, we see glimpses of the group facing challenges that go beyond physical threats. The emotional toll of what's happening is just as important. Sarah and John B. have been through a lot, but this season, their relationship will be tested like never before. The trailer shows moments where they seem distant, almost as if the pressure of everything going on is driving a wedge between them. Could their love story take a dramatic turn? Could the stakes be so high that they're forced to make decisions that will change everything forever? And then there's Pope, who throughout the seasons has always been the grounding force in the group. This time, however, his arc looks to be heading into uncharted territory. Could he be forced to choose between loyalty to his friends and following a path that could lead him to darker decisions? The new villain's presence looms over him, making us question where his loyalties will lie. This season might challenge Pope in ways that will test his very core. What we're seeing in Season 5 isn't just a typical treasure hunt. It's a story about the characters evolving and facing forces beyond their control. The new villain represents that force, and as we dive deeper into the season, we'll see just how far these characters are willing to go to protect themselves, their friends, and their future. Will they defeat this new threat, or will they be overwhelmed by it? And where does JJ fit into this bigger picture? The stakes have never been higher. Asterisk, as the trailer for Outer Banks Season 5 concludes, there's a lingering sense that things are far from resolved. With more questions than answers, the trailer leaves fans on the edge of their seats, eager to see how it all unfolds. From JJ's potential return to the menacing new villain threatening everything the Pogues hold dear, the uncertainty surrounding the characters' futures is palpable. But the trailer isn't just about showing us what's to come, it's about setting up a whole new chapter of mystery and suspense, one that promises to redefine the stakes for everyone involved. One of the biggest questions that still remains is what exactly the treasure means this time around. In the past, the gold and riches were the focal points of the character's journey, but Season 5 teases a shift. The treasure hunt is still a part of the puzzle, but the real mystery seems to be centered on what the island represents, its history, its secrets, and perhaps even a more personal connection to the characters. We see brief flashes of maps and hidden locations in the trailer, but these clues are cryptic, leaving us to wonder what's hidden beneath the surface. Is it just about treasure? Or is there something far more significant that ties the island's mystery to the fates of the Pogues? Could the stakes of the treasure hunt be tied to their survival this time? As we watch the trailer again and again, another thing becomes clear. This season will test the group in ways they never anticipated. We see each member of the crew facing challenges that go beyond the external threats. It's about who they are as individuals, how their relationships evolve, and how they survive when everything around them starts to unravel. The moments of fear, betrayal, and heartbreak that were hinted at throughout the trailer aren't just superficial, they're deep, personal struggles that will define the course of the season. The relationship between John B. and Sarah, in particular, seems like it will be one of the key emotional arcs this season. From the way they look at each other in the trailer, there's a sense that their bond is being tested. Will their love survive the challenges they face? Will the external pressures of their adventures break them apart, or will they come out stronger on the other side? Season 5 has already set up moments where they'll have to choose between their love for each other and the greater good of the group. These decisions will not be easy, and they might cause rifts that won't be easily repaired. Pope's storyline is also taking an interesting turn. As the trailer hints at a darker, more complex side to his character, we can't help but wonder how far he'll go to protect his friends. Will he stick to his moral compass, or will he be forced to make difficult choices that could challenge his sense of right and wrong? The way Pope is shown in the trailer, alone, deep in thought, and facing a world that seems to be turning upside down, suggests he'll face moments of self-doubt and internal conflict. This season, Pope may need to make decisions that have huge consequences, and it could change the direction of the group as a whole. And then there's the mystery surrounding JJ's absence. Even as fans theorize about his return, there's one thing that remains certain: JJ's story is not over. The trailer leaves enough ambiguity to keep us guessing, and his fate seems tied to the larger forces threatening the OBX. What role will he play in the battle between the Pogues and the new villain? Will his return be the key to solving the island's mystery, or will it cause even more chaos? The unanswered questions surrounding JJ's future are enough to keep viewers hooked, eagerly awaiting each new twist and turn. With all these questions left hanging, one thing is clear: Season 5 of Outer Banks is set to be the most unpredictable, heart-pounding season yet. The mysteries are bigger, the threats are more personal, and the stakes are higher than ever before. Fans can't afford to blink. Every moment counts, and every character's decision will shape the fate of the OBX. As the trailer so perfectly teases, this season is going to change everything.